Well, as we all know, one of the best ways to learn is through hands-on experience. This is especially true for students as they start to prepare for their future careers. And at the Met School, one of their key elements is that students learn in the real world through proper placement, interests, and internships while working closely with mentors and advisors. I recently dropped by their Providence campus to discover more about how it works, to meet the team, and of course, meet some remarkable students as well. At the Met School, the possibilities for students are endless. Their team of advisors act as facilitators and will help to put them on the path to success.
So students come in with their own passions and interests, and it's my job as an advisor to kind of delve deeper into those passions and interests and identify things that students would like to focus on when they're at school.
But how do they accurately identify it all?
What we do when they initially come in is we have them complete an interest inventory, which is essentially an assessment that you input. It's a 60-question assessment, asks you what you're interested in, and then it generates a list of careers or jobs that you may be interested in. The students go in there and they research what those careers, what they entail, right? What's the salary like? What are the pros? What are the cons? What's the education like? What skills do you need to be successful in that field? Then out of all of the careers that are generated there, they pick a few that they'd further like to research. So once we identify a career interest or something that they'd like to pursue, then it's really assisting them through gaining those or developing those soft skills to then lead them to procuring or securing an internship.
The development of skills for the students is crucial, as is prepping them for real work scenarios through authentic experiences.
So when they get here, they definitely don't have the soft skills. We're dealing with 14, 15, 16-year-old students, so it's really through role-playing or through simulation, really what the real world is going to be like. We start in the classroom before they even get to the internship. So it's really doing scenarios, what might happen when you go to your internship and what would you do, and let's act that out. And then once they go out to their internships, it's really like, okay, let's reflect on what you were able to do at your internship, what were you able to learn, and what may have happened, what were some challenges that you had at your internship, what were some successes, how can we grow from that?
The success of the students is what it's all about, and advisors can monitor and assess their internship progress with mentors while helping them to achieve various goals.
They're in the classroom with me 3 times a week, and then they're at their internship twice a week, so I'm constantly meeting with the students and their mentors at the site. When I go check in, I hear great things about the customer service that they're providing, or that they're hands-on and they're taking initiative, right? They're being professional, they're being engaged.
Take it firsthand from some of the remarkable Met School students who are always eager to share their positive experiences.
I love it. You get to basically do what you want, pursue what you want. All the teachers give you the support and love you need to pursue that. They set you up really nice for the future. I know many people who went to the school who are doing amazing things, going to good colleges, who started their own businesses. They even have a E360, which literally helps you start your own business and which helps you prepare to run a business.
They really guided me because I really did not know which type of engineer I wanted to do because there were so many, but my mentor guided me, and as he was guiding me, I figured out which one I wanted to do, and now I'm pursuing that. They give you the opportunity to pursue your career and see what you like about it, and I think that's very nice, and I think all schools should be the same as the high school, and they should also give the opportunity to pursue your career.
Coming here, I almost felt like overwhelmed because it was a lot of people like, yeah, you got this, like always supporting me, and I could like shout out Venti because he was always there whenever I needed him to be, and I never felt like I was alone. I got a lot of support by Terrell. He's the one that kind of helps me, and being in Music One, they give you a lot of like opportunities, tools, and I feel like that could also give like a big push to start.
So, from engineering to music and everything in between, the Met School can help students succeed. Let's just say, while I was there, I was inspired. Will you evaluate my singing technique?
Yes, of course.
Hit it, Terrell. What do you think, huh? I don't think it's all that bad, actually. I'll leave the singing to Ariana, however, but that really is just one example of how the students can really follow their passions and how they are encouraged to go after what it is they are truly interested in pursuing. They really get the support they need to help them reach their full potential and so much more, which is great. To learn more all about the Met School and all they have to offer, it's a great place. Just visit us at roadshow.com.